India's patience as violence escalates on the Thailand-Cambodia border is no accident. It reflects a nuanced calculation shaped by diplomacy, regional strategy and experience. Despite rising power and its increasingly forward-looking Act East policy, New Delhi finds itself in a position where picking a side is not only unwise but potentially damaging to its broader goals in the Southeast Asia. Come along, let's decode. India has cultivated balanced and robust ties with both Thailand and Cambodia. With Thailand, the partnership runs deep. The two countries are bounded by the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, or the BIMSTEC. Then comes regular military exercise, maritime patrol cooperation in the shared Andaman Sea, and the most important, the dynamic economic engagement. India's interests with Thailand also include joint counter-piracy missions and Indo-Pacific security dialogues. Meanwhile, Cambodia is a major partner in India's development diplomacy. India's soft power is visible through grants and developmental aid, restoration of ancient temples, Buddhist diplomacy outreach, and also capacity building programs. In fact, New Delhi has extended lines of credit, supported local infrastructure, and most important, leveraged cultural ties to bolster goodwill across Cambodian society and with the government. Taking side would risk alienating one or both partners, undermining years of patience, investment, and hard-won trust. At the heart of India's Southeast Asia outreach is the Act East policy, designed to build economic, strategic, and cultural bridges to ASEAN and beyond. The policy's core objective is regional integration, not division. India wants stable borders, functional trade corridors, and expanded people-to-people ties, all of which depends on peace, not war in this very region. Most important of all is economic integration and trade. India's exports and investment flows with the ASEAN countries, including both Thailand and Cambodia. Open borders and stable relations underpin this very success. Then comes connectivity in the region. Projects like India-Myanmar-Thailand Trilateral Highway hinges on open and peaceful land routes. Prolonged conflict and border closure threaten India's connectivity ambitions, especially in northeast India. Then comes multilateral diplomacy. India's credibility as a regional player depends on being seen as even-handed, constructive, and non-interventionist, qualities valued by ASEAN states, most of whom jealously guard their sovereignty. India's diplomatic playbook has traditionally emphasized on non-alignment and strategic autonomy, especially in the Indo-Pacific. Taking sides in the Thailand-Cambodia conflict would carry significant cost. First comes the loss of leverage. Siding with one actor could erode India's ability to mediate or influence outcomes, rendering it an outsider in key ASEAN forums. Then comes damage to credibility. ASEAN states prefer partners who avoid meddling in intra-regional disputes. Taking sides would contradict India's cultivated image as a fair-minded, reliable partner. Then comes the most important, risk of entanglement. Picking a favorite could entangle India in cascading disputes, embolden adversaries, and draw fire from extra-regional actors including China, who closely scrutinize Indian moves in the Southeast Asia. India's ambition is not to play arbiter in every regional crisis, but to quietly expand influence through constructive engagement. The Act East policy's success depends on fostering trust, deepening ties, and keep all doors open. Objectives that are best served through restraint and neutrality, not adventurism. Moreover, the conflict's root in colonial era, border dispute, regional heritage, and simmering nationalist sentiment makes it specially fraught and complex, with no easy answers. India gains little by wading in but risks a greater deal, diplomatic and practically by taking a side. For New Delhi, the choice is probably clear. India will not take sides in the Thailand-Cambodia conflict because doing so is profoundly counterproductive. The region respects India's caution, strategic approach, one that puts stability, connectivity, and mutual prosperity above temptation of short-term advantage or moral posturing. In Southeast Asia's delicate balance, neutrality is not a weakness, but a strength that safeguards India's ambition for decades to come.